Yo, what's up, YouTube? With a great picture here, DGP back again with another episode of Patriot Keys. And yes, see, still here, six-time Super Bowl champions. Got another video for you guys. I told you guys I'm back graduated, man. If you guys missed the last stream where I kind of pretty much spent 30 minutes talking about things that I missed, the minor signings, the schedule prediction, all that stuff. Be sure to check it out. Link down below in the description. And also follow me on Twitter. I will put a tweet down below in the description. Go ahead, retweet it. Pretty joking, pretty funny. But anyway, let's get into the main news of this video. So Jamie Collins, he's returned to New England. Contract details haven't been outlined, but I'm pretty sure it's a one-year deal. As you do know, we did trade Jamie Collins about 3 years ago. I think it was like 2-3 years ago. Traded him for a third-round pick. We drafted him in the second round, late second round, 52nd overall pick to be exact, if I'm not mistaken. Got him back for a compensatory pick, which turned into a third-round pick, which I can't remember who it turned out to be. But anyways, reason why we traded him earlier, 3 years ago was because of money. He wanted to get paid, which after he signed with Cleveland, he signed, I believe it was a 4-year, $50 or $60 million deal. I believe he wanted to get paid, and it was the same thing with him and Chandler Jones. Those two wanted to get paid, and then the Patriots just felt like that they can, work out well. They can be fine without them. They're not a necessity. They're more so just add an extra dimension to your team, but they're not necessarily a key piece, a necessity in your defense. They feel like that they could be replaceable, which in grand scheme of things, you look at it, since the 3 years we traded him, we won 2 Super Bowls. So, I mean, you look at it, I'm just saying, since we lost some, we won a couple Super Bowls, been to another one at that too, but, him coming back, when he traded, I pretty much, talked about how it was good for the Patriots to get rid of him, just because of the manner it was. Because at first it was just a contract thing, and then when I found out the real reason why he wasn't following defensive assignments, he was freelancing. And as you can see, especially in the AFC Championship game against the Broncos, that's kind of was the start of, towards the end of his time in New England. So go back and watch the Denver Broncos game, especially look at what Owen Daniels did. The 2 touchdowns that Owen Daniels has, I believe they're both in the first half. You can check out his highlights and stuff on YouTube. Look at those first 2 touchdowns. Reason why he scored on the first one, Jamie Collins again freelancing, missing the assignment, easy assignment, which led to a wide open touchdown. Second time, him too busy trying to look in the backfield, trying to do something. He's on one-on-one coverage outside. Owen Daniels, he's on an island. He's too busy trying to look in the backfield and stuff. Gets called on a double move, and Owen Daniels was able to make a nice catch towards the end, paying man and do a great pass. So that was mainly the reason why he left. And again, even when he left, I was saying, he got his money. Hope he enjoyed that. But, with him getting his money, especially in Cleveland, hope he knows that he's probably not going to win much, which they haven't really won much, which is crazy because now that he's got released from Cleveland, they're kind of turning the page and they're in a new regime and all that stuff. But him coming back to New England is kind of it's kind of interesting because one of the reasons why we got rid of him and guys like Chandler Jones was because we felt like a guy like Trey Flowers can step in and give us some production that Chandler Jones has, or a guy like Landon Roberts who showed flashes of something that can give us similar to what Jamie Collins has. And so now, he got replaced by Landon Roberts. Now he's going to probably be playing right next to him on the same field, same team with the Landon Roberts. As of right now, Calvin Noy, Dante Hightower, they're still our starting linebackers. I think him and Landon Roberts going to have to fight for that spot. So we'll see. Again, Jamie Collins is on a cheaper deal now. He's not asking for the money that he once has. He already got his big contract. So now this is pretty much it for him. If he does good well here, he might, we could re-up him again for a cheaper deal, or he might go somewhere else. But I think he's coming back here, familiarity, again, a cheaper deal. And, we'll see what happens with that, man. So Jamie Collins, man, if you're listening, man, just know, you already, and typically when we bring paid people back too, like, we brought Deion Branch back, we bring, some Patriots back too. Typically their second go around is more so like a leadership, mentor type role. They're not necessarily there for stats and everything, stats purposes. They're kind of there to mentor, kind of help, lead the ship, ride, the wave and everything. And yeah, so with Jamie Collins coming back, he knows that he's expendable. He knows that his actions his previous stint with us will not be tolerated. And I feel like this stint will actually go pretty well again. Dante Hightower's there. Him and Collins, they're still boys, everything. Even when the news broke, Collins tweeted out Smash Brothers back. And again, all jokes aside, man, You know what I'm saying? As long as he does the right thing, he doesn't do what he did in the previous stint with us. You know, it shouldn't happen. Am I expecting a lot for him? Not really. You know what I'm saying? Again, just guys like when I said with him, Demarius Thomas, Safarian Jenkins, these type of people, they're just there to kind of help fill out the roster. They're there for leadership. Older, experienced guys. Kind of guys who've been there, done that, who just focus on winning right now, not so necessarily on stats. So it's going to be interesting having Jamie Collins here. Again, with him and Atlanta Roberts, the guy who kind of pretty much took his job. It's going to be interesting. And so Jerron Mayo, man, again, he has familiarity with Dante Hightower. He has familiarity with Atlanta Roberts. And he also has familiarity with Jamie Collins. Because remember, when he was playing there, he played with all three of them. Actually, he played, yeah, I think he played with all, I think Atlanta Roberts was there when he might have been hurt, but Roberts was there. But I know he played with Collins and Dante Hightower. So him, those boys, they kind of already was looking at Mayo as a mentor when they first got to New England. Now with him being the head coach, I think it's a smooth transition. Again, having Jamie Collins there, and again, this is the second go around, knows what not to do. And again, him and Mayo seem to be pretty cool people as well too. So that's all I got to report on this news, man. Again, Jamie Collins is back, second time around. I wish him nothing but the best, man. Again, he knows that, I'm just reiterating, he knows that he's expendable, that at any point in time we will get rid of him. We will cut, trade, whatever we got to do if you're not doing your job. So we'll see, man. Again, hopefully he changed for the better. Again, even when he was in Cleveland, it wasn't like he did a terrible job, but I think also, too, it wasn't like, because New England was such in a winning situation, they put him in the better positions than they probably did in Cleveland. And again, even when he left with Cleveland on the Fade podcast, you can go back. I even said he probably was still going to be a top 5 outside linebacker, and, he tailed off a little bit, but it wasn't like he just became trash in Cleveland. I think just because he also had a shoulder injury. I believe he tore his label last year. So again, I think he's I think he's 30 or 29, 30, something like that. Again, just a little bit older, more experienced, and I think coming back to New England, like I said before, him knowing he's expendable, I think this can be a great thing for us and Jamie Collins. So again, he was always athletic. We'll see if he still has that athleticism, but yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Jamie Collins back in New England. Hopefully he does his job, and let's go ahead and get number 7, man. Let's be the first NFL team to get 7 Super Bowls. It's your boy DGP. Catch you next time, y'all.